the average enthusiast, or us. We're not good at anything.
But we're enthusiastic about a lot.
That is true. Maybe it's not good to say we're not good at anything. We're not great at anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, depends.
The things that we are great at, there's people that are better than us. You know what I mean?
Yep. But maybe not quite as enthusiastic. So maybe we're really good at being enthusiastic.
Sometimes I feel so positive about the things that I'm bad at that it seems as though I'm an enthusiast. You play golf with me.
Yep.
I'm a terrible golfer.
As am I.
Actually, yeah.
But I'm enthusiastic about it.
We do enjoy it.
It is quite enjoyable.
That's just an example.
We both like music, but we're dabblers in a lot of things. I wouldn't say we're extremely proficient in everything.
Well, here's the thing about being an average enthusiast too, is that by saying that, you're gonna get people that know you that are not as good as you at some things, and they're gonna get mad at you. You know, thinking that, oh no, they're really good at that actually. But and I guess every musician has that in their mind. Do you think there are narcissistic musicians out there?
Oh yeah,
that think that they are it.
Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely.
Like Eric Clapton used to steal riffs from other guitarists all the time. Like he'd sit down with he and Prince. They actually used to play together a lot, and they would sit down with each other. And Prince would play a riff, and then Eric Clapton, like he'd just be jamming, and he would just play the exact same riff back. And he's famous for like just jamming with people, and them going, "Hey man, don't play my stuff."
And he's like, "I made this." Just totally takes the credit.
But Eric Clapton doesn't claim to be an amazing guitarist, even though he is.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. His humbleness makes him an average enthusiast.
He's really good at being humble.
Probably the best.
Probably the best.
Probably the best humble man. Yeah.
We'll have talking points. I mean, I think we have a lot of options here. Because it's things we're enthusiastic about, and because we're average at so many things, we'll have a wide array that we can talk about.
Well, and there are a lot of things that you are very above average. You're an above average enthusiast on. There are a lot of things.
New channel coming soon. Above average.
That's the after the podcast, the above average enthusiast.
Once we get good at something, we'll make that one.
I like the idea of we leave the room and better people come in. The above
All right, guys, you're up.
The above average enthusiast. But I mean, like, no, you're an excellent cook, and you have a lot of thoughts on that in the kitchen. You've done a lot of experimenting. I've had a lot of your experiments.
Yes, indeed.
I know that. Well, and technology is something that we talk about a lot, but
I think that'll come up a lot. A lot of tech stuff, a lot of news and topical things. I bet that'll come up.
A big thing that we're going to be talking about is video games, because the Nintendo Switch just came out,
and we're
the only people that we know that have them,
which is very depressing. Everyone should have one. They're amazing.
Yeah, I have a PlayStation 4, and I still play my Nintendo Switch more than anything else.
I got rid of all the other consoles I played regularly and replaced it with the Switch. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a huge gamer, as in like I don't have the time to do it, but with the Switch I find that I can use my free time responsibly to game, because it's such a low effort to game. Yeah. Where any of the other consoles, as much as I'd love to have an Xbox One or a PS4 or actually even build like a PC rig or something like that, I don't have the time to dedicate to it.
Yeah, so it's great for the Switch. Yeah. I mean, just being able to pull it out of nowhere. And for those of you that don't know what that is,
shame. Shame on you.
Shame. If you watch Game of Thrones, we'll say shame 18 times, but Brandon doesn't watch it.
Nope.
That's another thing that we'll probably talk about. Well, no, I mean, but like television, movies, entertainment, things like that. We are Christians, and we do like being Christians, so we'll be talking about faith a lot as well. And
how that ties into the secular world.
You know that Brandon's making a funny face after that, but that's true. I mean, there are a lot of people that there are a lot of people of faith, in different levels of faith, that think that that there are things that they can't talk about because of whatever level they are. Like I was listening to some podcast the other day where one of the guys on it said, "Yeah, I'm Christian." And then all the other guys, they just said, well, let's just not talk about that. But you can still talk about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody has different thoughts and feelings on things. It's just,
right.
Being open, things like that. What are some other things, Brandon?
Yeah, like I said, I feel like some of the current news will probably come up, just because I think we stay relatively up to date in the world. Whether, hopefully not often, things like politics or whatnot. I bet it'll be mostly like tech related news, game related news, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Music will definitely come up. I mean, music's a big part of what we do on a regular basis, but
And that's what started our friendship too.
it is very much so.
Yeah. I like the idea of talking about, I am single, but Brandon has a family with 2 children, a wife, and 2 dogs now.
Yep.
And I like talking about family things because that's what I went to school for, was family therapy. And so just discussing those things and dynamics of your family, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Poking and prodding mostly.
Good old Uncle Kenny. Yep.
Of the Uncle Candy lately.
Uncle Candy, as my youngest says. Uncle Candy. Hey, Candy. But then he actually says Candy the correct way. So does he think your name is Candy?
I'm starting to think so.
I think he thinks your name's Candy.
I'm thinking he just thinks I'm that sweet.
That, I don't know.
That's wrong.
That could be it.
Yeah. So the reason why the podcast is called The Average Enthusiast is because Brandon and I, we definitely do not specialize in one thing. With there, just like most people, most guys, you have a lot of hobbies, a lot of
Very
things,
true.
a lot of interests, you
Yeah.
know. So our goal is to just talk about them. Brandon and I, we talk about these things all the time, and we love talking about these things with other people and getting other opinions and matters.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe a guest will show up on the show or something like that. And I picture that these episodes won't be terribly long either, which if you're someone that actually likes to listen to podcasts, and who knows, maybe someday we'll do a video cast or whatever. But for now, like podcasts and whatnot, a lot of the podcasts tend to be like hour-long type ordeals, half hour maybe on the short end.
Yeah.
I feel like this will probably be like 5 to 15 minutes sometimes even.
I think that's
Just
yeah.
quick, like, hey, let's chat about this real quick and turn it into just a quick episode. Our goal is going to be like once a month just to get off the ground and see what comes of it. But
Well, what's great too
they're
is that's an easy subscription.
right.
Once a month, even if it's just a 15-minute, 30-minute podcast. And we'd love for anybody that's also listening to be able to contribute to the discussions as well, because I know that I am someone that is not heavily involved in social media, but I know Brandon is. So like to be able to connect with everybody in social media and continue the conversations further and the subjects each month, that's something we look forward to as well.
Yeah, definitely.
As well as suggestions for discussions. Brandon and I, we love to talk about things.
Just about anything, really.
We love to be enthusiastic about things.
Doesn't mean we're good at it, like we already said. But
No,
we
we're
do get
not above average
enthusiastic.
enthusiasts. That is a different channel completely.
Yep. Cool. Well, I think that's a great test run. We'll see if this actually makes it out there. And then, we'll see you guys next time.
I'm going to do a kiss in the mic just because I want to hear what it sounds like. That's for all of you.
That's so gentle.
Wow. Do you kiss your wife like that?
Yep.
So dumb. So dumb, Brandon.